All right, so we're going to start looking at some math strategies for dividing a whole number by a unit fraction. So if we look at that first problem, which is 5 divided by a third, we could have solved it two different ways. Okay, I solved it using this number line. So I drew out the number line to 5. I then split it into thirds, each one. And then I counted up the amount of thirds that were in there, and that was 15. 5 divided by 1/3 equals 15. Another way we could have done that is we could have separated each of the yards, okay, into its own. So this is each a yard of ribbon, 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard, 4 yard, 5. And then we could have split those boxes into a third. And then we think, how many of these, how many ribbons could I make with 1 yard? I could make 3. How many yards do I have? 5. And that's still 5 divided by a third equals 15. And you might be asking yourself, or thinking, man, this is a little bit like division, and you're right, or by like multiplication. In fact, why don't we put a couple multiplication signs here and here, just showing that you're listening. On the back, we're going to look at another problem. I'm going to pause it so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. So then in the aquarium problem, I had 5 divided by 1/6. I could have taken each liter of water. 2 liters, 3 liters, 4, and split it into sixths, and then counted those up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, on and on, to get to me to 30. I could have also, which is kind of what I did, I drew the whole aquarium. We then could separate that into the 5 different liters, and then split that into the sixths. Okay, and then we have 1/6 here, and then all in here. This is a, 6 by 5 array, so that would be 30. All right, so you should have this stuff written down on the front and the back. If you can fit it into the front, great. And we're going to use these to help you on the next worksheet. So let me introduce it. All right, so here it's asking you to circle one number. So which number are you going to do? Again, for our expectations, it's one of these two. If you feel like you're understanding it and you want to go for a challenge, it would be one of these two. Okay, so you're going to look at that, circle one, and then you're going to write the expression. Remember, the expression does not have the answer. Use numbers, labeled visuals, or words to solve. So I have to solve it down here and explain, and then I put the answer. Okay, these are exactly the type of problems we're going to see later, so this is something that you need to master. To acknowledge that you listen to the instructions, please put a box around this number 1, please. And a circle around the A, box and circle. Cool. All right, so I am only going to do a video for the first one, okay? But I will tell you the answers to the others, okay? All right, so have fun.